Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you Masquerade Tiana at skill level 4, 5, and 6. I do want to call out that I do have another video where I cover Masquerade Tiana at the lower skill level, so at the skill level 1, 2, and 3. And if you're looking for that video, check it out in the description below or in the top right hand corner. I'll also link it at the end of this video as well, so you can always just stay tuned till the very end. Now, the difference between skill level 4, 5, and 6 is really the skill range. So Tiana at skill level 4, it's going to be large. At skill level 5, it's going to be extra large. And finally, at skill level 6, it's going to be extra large. And keep in mind that Masquerade Tiana will also start fever time, just like any of the Masquerade assumes for this month. So if you need a assume that's good for fever missions, Masquerade Tiana is perfect for that. If you are trying to clear those missions where it requires you to get a lot of fevers per game, you do want to activate the ability while you're in fever time, so that way it counts as one. So just keep that in mind if you do have a fever mission. Okay, so for this video, I will show you the gameplay as well as the ability activated at the same time. So let's really focus on the gameplay first. So what I've noticed when you are playing Masquerade Tiana at the higher skill level, the strategy is slightly different. If you watch my skill level 1, 2, and 3 video, you'll notice that I recommended that you waited a couple of seconds before you activate the ability. Wait for all the assumes to settle before popping. Well, that's actually not the case for these higher skill level. When you're playing at these higher skill level, you actually want to activate her ability right away and spam the ability. It's actually more advantageous if you spam the ability while assumes are falling down, and I'll show you why that is when we do the side-by-side comparison. And before I get to that, if you guys are interested in seeing more Tsum Tsum videos or be up to date on all Tsum Tsum content, I would recommend subscribing to this channel. It's very simple to do and also helps out this community as well. So consider subscribing if you guys are looking for more Tsum Tsum content. Okay, so back to this. The ability will always clear the left and right side, but there are situations where if you have enough assumes cleared off the screen and they're starting to fall, because your blast range is so much bigger at these higher skill levels, it's going to catch the assumes that are still falling down. And to really capture that, I will have to pause the game and show you. But like I mentioned, we'll get to that in a little bit. Another thing that you might want to do when you are playing Masquerade Tiana is try to get rid of those magic bubbles that are on the screen, because they do kind of get in the way, especially when you are trying to use the ability. The ability won't pop the bubbles, so they do get in the way if you are trying to get the longest chain to get a lot more coins. Okay, so without further ado, I am going to show you a side-by-side comparison of Masquerade Tiana to really showcase her ability and how to use her at these higher skill levels. So the animation doesn't change between skill level 1, 2, and 3 versus 4, 5, and 6. She's still gonna take off her mask and then she kind of kisses the left side, and then I guess like you could call like light beam falls down from the top to bottom. So this is in full speed. You see the left and right side gets burst, but let me slow this down for you to really illustrate what is happening. And before I go any further, I'll have you see if you can spot anything that's different. So take a look at skill level 5. Skill level 5 has a lot of gaps there. And you would assume, well, there's a lot of gaps, so a lot of assumes aren't going to be pop or the chain's going to be low. And a lot of times that is true. And same for skill level 4, that is still falling down, that a lot of assumes are missing from like the bottom area. But check it out here. For skill level 4, I still got 32. And for skill level 5, I got a chain of 35. And skill level 6, I got 36. So can you guys spot from this image here what was special about it or why I got a lot more chains? Well, if you're able to spot it, good job. But like I mentioned earlier, because the ability is going to be a thicker radius or larger range, it means that it's going to capture the assumes that are still falling down. So if you take a closer look at skill level 5, you'll notice that the score area as well as where the coin count is, you'll see the little flash of light. And that's a representation of assume being bursted away. So because assumes are still falling down, those are still going to get captured. And imagine that at the top of the screen, there's a funnel. That's where all the assumes are falling down. And because your skill range is going to catch that, you definitely want to activate her ability and just spam it as much as possible. And also when you spam your ability, all the extra charge will go into the next ability. So check it out. When I pause it here, you'll notice that as I activated skill level 4 and 5, I already have some residual going to the next ability. So that's a strategy that is different between the lower skill level versus the higher one. The lower skill level, because the skill range is going to be thinner, it's not going to catch those areas where the Tsums are falling. So you don't necessarily want to spam the ability at the lower skill level. But if you do have Masquerade Tiana at the lower skill level, give it a try. When I tried it, I didn't see that any of the Tsums were getting burst from the top area. But maybe I was doing it wrong, or maybe I didn't notice it. So give it a try. If that works for you, leave it in the comments below for other people who have Masquerade Tiana at the lower skill levels. And also what I want to compare is the score and coins for this particular gameplay. So let me skip forward here and show you my coin earnings and score. At skill level 4, I got 3,470 coins. Skill level 5, I got 3,594. And skill level 6, I got 4,216. So the increase is pretty gradual, and as I suspected, skill level 6 you would get a lot more because I started using the spam ability or spamming method. Definitely got a lot more. And when it comes to score, it's pretty good as well. For skill level 4, I got 8.9. Skill level 5, I got 9.9. And then skill level 6, I got 10.7. So essentially, like the higher you go or the more skill levels you go up, the higher the score. And also probably my Masquerade Tiana got leveled up a bit as I was trying to play with her and figure out what is the best method when I am using her. I still find that at the higher skill level, you definitely want to spam her ability as much as possible. You're actually going to be able to have more abilities per game if you do spam her ability. Now comparing her to the other 3 skill levels that were lower, definitely a lot better at skill level 4. You probably could start using her with the 5-4 on and the coin boost at skill level 4. Skill level 3, it's kind of pushing it, not quite there, as you see that I only got 2,602 coins. But you can see that the score gradually increased and does do pretty good for score if you are looking for a high scoring Tsum. So if you guys want a Tsum that is relatively easy to use and gets you a good amount of coins, Masquerade Tiana is not a bad option. But if you do want to save up your skill ticket to like maybe get Jedi Luke or Gaston, then maybe not. But who knows like when those Tsums are going to come back really. And because this year we already got Jedi Luke, there's a possibility that Jedi Luke might not come back until next year or even the following year. So that might not even happen next year. So you might want to just start investing in your skill ticket and assume that you really enjoy playing that gets you a good amount of coins. Now, I don't necessarily think that you should blow all of your coins to try to get her in the premium box right now, because Bat Hat Mini is going to be coming in a selection box this month. That might be a better option for you, especially if you are a beginner player or a player that just recently started playing this game. So that's my review for Masquerade Tiana. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining. And if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.